Welcome to this edition of Your Critical Friend, a series of micro podcasts designed for progressive leaders, delivered in association with Prostate Cancer UK. So let's hear from Carl Davis, your critical friend.
Hey, thanks for joining me on this episode of Your Critical Friend. Number 3, creating culture from the 5 foundations of leadership. What do I mean by creating culture? Well, just that. Doing so by design, with intention, rather than just allowing a culture within your business, your environment, formed by default. Why is it so important, I hear you asking? Well, if you get it right, it becomes the spirit level from which all of your actions, behaviours, thoughts can be aligned to. Easier said than done. How do you do it? Well, you've got to identify the non-negotiables within your team, your space. In my space at Coachworks, they became credible, creative, and effective. The culture had to equal those 3 things. And by credible, I mean a team of people that had bang up to date advice, ideas, support that could help the clients and the type of work that we were doing. Creative in that we had to come at situations, opportunities, problems in a way different to what had been done before because we wanted to get a materially different result. And effective simply being that we needed to understand the start point. So the KPIs, the metrics were really important. Where do we start? What are the milestones that we're trying to achieve? So that was our culture. That's how I did it. What does it look like in reality? Well, it looks like clear examples of what good looks like being set. A team of leaders walking the walk, not just talking the talk. And those that are following the leaders, the team members, being measured by and getting shout outs for their ability to demonstrate that culture day to day. Now, it could be said that strategy, which is what I was talking about in the last episode, is irrelevant if you don't get the culture right. And as one of my peers said, Peter Drucker, a famous management consultant, said, culture eats strategy for breakfast. If you don't get the culture right, the strategy almost becomes irrelevant. So my question to finish is, what are you and your leadership colleagues, at the very least, having for breakfast? Until next time, this is Carl Davis, your critical friend.
Thanks, Carl. Now let's get a return on the time you've invested by sharing this micro podcast with your leadership colleagues. And if you or they are a male, 50 years or older, click on the URL below to take the Prostate Cancer UK's 30-second online risk checker. Early diagnosis is key. Finally, please repost this to your LinkedIn connections, and together we might just save some lives.